Hello everyone and welcome back to my reviews. We are having a quick catch up with some of the movies that I have missed earlier in the year. Starting with Luck on Apple TV. Directed by Peggy Holmes and starring Ava Noblezada, Simon Pegg, Whoopi Goldberg, Jane Fonda and John Ratzenberger. Luck tells the fictional story of Sam, the unluckiest person in the world, who through a chance meeting with a black cat finds herself in the land of luck. But before we go any further, could you please be a dear? You know the drill by now. Hit that like button and hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. I cannot stress just how important it is to the channel. If you hit those buttons, more people are likely to see it, more people are likely to subscribe, more videos are likely to be made, and everybody's happy. You hold so much power with the tip of your finger. But on a serious note, not only do we thank you for hitting those magic buttons, but we also thank you for your continued support of the channel. You're the best. Let's get into what I liked about Luck. There's certainly plenty of imagination going on in this movie. I can't help but feel like the kids are going to be totally drawn to the mad cap designs of the characters, as well as the bright colours. The animation is okay. It's not the best by any means, but it's also not embarrassingly bad. It's serviceable. I also thought the voice cast was pretty damn good. I will admit that Simon Pegg's character did start to get on my nerves the longer the film got on, but it was mostly because he kept on repeating the same unfunny joke. But I can look past that. That's not really the actor's fault if the script says he has to say that joke that many times. Ultimately, I enjoyed the performances and appreciated their efforts. There is a good idea here, and there is a good message. Sort of. They make a bit of a pig's ear out of it in the beginning and they fumble it a few times, but by the ending I feel like we get the touchdown. And there is a fair amount of originality going on too. But here's where the House of Cards falls down. The movie just fails to explain pretty much all of it. And what they do explain will only raise even more questions and leaving you even more confused as to how this world works. And because nothing is explained, the audience doesn't understand and therefore lacks an investment. At least I did. Why are anthropomorphic pigs that can talk blowing onto a clover to make it lucky? I've never heard that folklore before, that talking pigs are lucky, or that their breath is lucky. What are you trying to say there? How does any of that work? And why is their boss a dragon? Why are some of them leprechauns? Why are some of them turnips? I don't get it. What are the rules here? I don't know. The writing really is a bit dumb, and I think when the scriptwriter looks back at it, they'll go, oh yeah, that could have been better. There's a moment in the film where the gang are trying to get their hands on a lucky penny, and one of the gang members mentions getting their hands on a lucky crystal so they can operate a machine that will then get them the lucky penny. Why don't you just settle for the lucky crystal? You're stealing something that's lucky to operate a machine that will then steal something that's lucky. Ironically, you're in luck. This is a very, very, very small spoiler for the movie, and if you really don't want to know, step away now, but I promise you it really isn't going to change your world if you know this small detail. But it's a perfect example of why I think the writing needs going over and checking again. Simon Pegg's character is just pretending to be Scottish. Why? For the last 20 minutes, he just drops the accent and starts speaking like British Simon Pegg. What? Also, it's a kids' film, and they are often discussing adoption, especially in the beginning, so just be warned, parents, before you just put this on in front of your kids, because it might raise a few questions that you weren't prepared to answer. And as I mentioned earlier, the messaging, boy, yeah, we got there in the end, but to start with, I can't lie, I was exceptionally concerned. They sort of suggest that this perfectly fine young orphan girl is never gonna find a happy family unless she cheats and has the power of luck on her side. Is that the message we want to tell kids? Thankfully, they do reframe it as the film goes on, and it becomes more about you need things to go wrong so that you can appreciate when it goes right. Which is better. It's still a bit sloppy though. So I'm going to give Luck a 3 out of 10. Ultimately, I feel like I'm remembering this movie for all of the wrong reasons. The weird accent drop from Simon Pegg, the anthropomorphic pigs who are blowing on clovers to make them lucky, the whole weird adoption messaging. That's what I'm remembering, when really I should have been remembering the fact that this was a really inventive world with some great ideas. And had they just gone over that script and really tightened the screws up in places and actually made it make sense, you could have had a really good kids film on your hand. And that ultimately makes the film quite frustrating. Thank you for watching this review. Please be sure to hit that like button and hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. And please do hit the comment section as well. Have you seen Luck? What did you think about it? Let me know in the comment section below. Take care, and we look forward to seeing you on the next review.